Good day, esteemed members of the SLC. I am Blair, Darcy, or Nerval, however you want to pronounce it or say it. I am a ranker of the SLC, basically a fellow soldier. So, today I'll be demonstrating how to do a QS, also known as quickshot, quicksweep, or quickswitch. I honestly forget which one. But let's just ignore that since we want to just refer to it as QS. So, the first most important step. Let me just refill this ammunition pouch real quick. Wow, I'm out of ammo. When in combat in general, in case you did not know, have your weapons easily accessible within the hotbar. If you don't know how to do that, you hover your mouse over an object and press 1 or 2 or 6. It depends on whichever slot you want to pop it on the hotbar. Also, I apologize if I switch accents. I just, yeah, it happens. For example, I want this hammer on the first slot, so I press 1, and voila, it's there. Obviously, you want the rifle, so. Now, QS, for the sake of this demonstration, this is like the most average distance, the most basic average distance, in which instance you will be using this tech. Let me tell you something. First, before we begin, practice is very difficult. This tech was nerfed and patched or fixed by the devs. Like, they've tried it, and so you're not always gonna manage to nail it on the first, second, third, fourth try. So don't despair. It takes practice. Just start slower, and obviously don't replicate the pace I'm doing. I'm just doing this for the sake of demonstration. Oops, my mouse is disconnected. This, then this, bam, bam. Basically Q is just shooting both of your weapons in rapid, quick succession. So, when you do QS, most preferably, or most commonly, it's in this range, as I mentioned earlier. Obviously, if it's like on the top, you cannot do it. Also, I realized, maintain your weapons, because when you don't maintain them, the accuracy decreases. I'll sort that out. Hold on, just a second, because my accuracy is very low right now. And we are back. I have maintained both of my weapons, so this is a piece of advice for all of my fellow rankers. It is highly recommended to maintain your weapon with gun oil and a woodworking bench. It takes 6 pine logs if you don't have one nearby, and gun oil. Now, right as we were, I think it was this distance. Yeah, this proper distance. As you can see, accuracy is much better. Back to the original state. And we will now proceed. So, first, you aim for the sake of practice. Obviously, don't replicate what I am doing. For the sake of practice, you shoot, then you shoot. In rapid, quick succession. QS does this a lot faster. In general, like, you have to practice doing this faster. Yeah, let me demonstrate, and I will speed up time by time. Let's just reload. There. What a pain in the ass. Right, so, there we go. Let's do this a little faster, shall we? Oh, and again, piece of advice, don't aim at the head, aim at the torso. Because the torso is a bigger mass, and no matter if the head or the torso, both are a 2-shot kill, and the head is a lot smaller. Yeah, you don't want to miss your shots. Therefore, I missed. So why did I miss? As I demonstrated, here is because you have to take some time before shooting. Like there has to be like a half a second time between aiming and firing your second weapon. That is because if you shoot too fast, it will fire away from the target, and we don't want that, do we? You don't want to be caught with your pants down and then have your items stolen. Trust me, you don't want that. So, and there, well then, whatever, let's continue. Let's do this a little better. This is kind of the pace you need for QS. It's not a very difficult technique in theory, it just takes practice and that's about it. In fact, I'm pretty new to it, so I'm very likely to make mistakes like I did earlier, and this is just to demonstrate that you should not despair if you fail. Like, it really takes a lot of practice. Let's do this a little quicker. I missed. See? Because I aimed too fast. Let's do this again. This time, I will do it properly. Like, actually properly and without missing, hopefully. Let me demonstrate to you a really proper, hopefully the proper, QS. There we go. That is a really proper QS. You shoot in quick rapid succession. Well, there has to be some timing so you don't do it too fast, otherwise the shots will go straight and far away from the target and we don't really want that. And that's all for today's demonstration, and thank you for watching.